Okay. So the continuation to the previous backup. So now let's see the practically how to take the backup. How to take the backup now from HANA Studio using the HANA Studio here. So you can see the systems are up now. You can see the systems are up now here, right? So the systems are up now. How to take these backups here now? So using the HANA Studio, just connect to the system DB, then right click on the system DB here. You can check the backup and recovery. Just go to the backup. So just you can take the backup of the your system database and backup of the tenant database here. Let's take the backup of the system database here. Okay. So while taking the backup of the system database here, we will get the two options here. Two options here. So either, so you can see the type. What is the type you have to select here? Either complete backup, differential backup, or incremental backup, right? So suppose like if you check the differential backup type, what is the type here? Either file means your local file system backup here. Backend means it's a third party tools here. So we don't have any third party backups here. Then we can use the file backup here, right? So where it is going to store it here in this location. In this location, the backup is going to store it here in this location here, right? So you can check this in this location. The backup is going to store in this location here, right? In this location, the backup is going to store it here, right? So here, so you can just click on the next button, finish. But it won't take here. Why? Because the differential backup is required, the full data backup you required. Whatever we discussed in the theoretically, if you cannot directly take the without full backup. So first of all, full backup you required here. So full database backup, we have to take it here. Full database backup, so we have to take it here. So right click on the system DB, then backup and recovery, then take the backup of the system database here. So that's why you need to take the complete database backup. You have to take it out, click on the finish button, then to the backup. So system database means here in the system database, the main is the name server. So name server backup is here. We have taken the name server backup here. Then after that, you can take the backup of the tenant also here. So system DB is not required, only tenant is required. In the tenant also, we have the two tenants we created, right? One is the default HD5, second one is the yesterday we created the HD6 also here. So let's see, only take the backup of the HD5, right? HD5 backup also, we can take it out here, right? So that's why, so just here, in the tenant means, in the tenant we have the main process like access engine and index server. So index server is the main process. That's why it will take time to take the backup here. So see here, all the volumes were backed up here. All the volumes were backed up here. So you can see the history. You can just go to the tenant of the backup catalog. In the catalog, you can find out, so when was the last backup completed? Today only, 7:45. We go to the backup catalog here, it will show the information also here. It will show the information when was the backup completed here. Here also in the system DB also it will show the information when was the last backup completed. If you go to the backup catalog, in the catalog also it will show the information here. Just to select the tenant, then it will show the information of the backup. So what is the successful backup? It's the data backup. When you started, when you finished. So how much time it's taken? What is the size of the backup? So where it got located? All the information you got it here. All the information you got it here. So in this location, you have the backup files are there here. In this location, you have the backup files are there here. These are the backup files. Complete data backup. Backup files are there here, right? So here, now once the full backup is completed, then you can take the backup of the tenant also here. Now tenant means, so you can take the incremental backup, or so whatever differential backup, or whatever the backup, you can take it out. You can take the incremental backup or differential backup, then you can take it out. You can take it out here. It's very fast. Why? Because after the full backup, whatever the changes are there, only that changes will be backed up. So it's created. Now see, differential backup, it created the diff, like differential. Complete backup, it's created the complete data backup. This is the prefix here. So it's created now. So if you want to restore, something, then we can restore it here as well. We can restore it. So restore it means, suppose let's take the example here. Let me delete something here. Okay. Let me delete the, suppose example, what I will do here. Let me delete something here. Let me delete the, it won't allow to delete the system user. Let me delete the some data, something, I will delete it here. So that what will happen? No, it won't accept. Okay. So I think yesterday we created the some package, right? So yeah, that training package we created, right? So unfortunately, I have deleted that package here. I have deleted that package here. You can see I have deleted the package here. In the tenant, we don't have any package now. So yesterday in the content, we created the some package. So that package is deleted. So now how can we roll back here? Again, if you create it, so it will take time, right? So we can create it small, we can create it. Suppose we can create it, but so we have to restore it now. Database, we have to restore it here. Then how can we do the restore now? How can we do the restore now here? Why? Because when you are taking the backup, the data is there. So the whatever the jet training package is there, that package is available in the backup. So if you restore the backup, then package also will come to the here, right? So then let's try to restore it now, right? So right click and backup and recovery, just recover the tenant database. Why? Because tenant is enough. Why? Because you deleted in the tenant, right? Tenant only, main database here too. So deleted here. So here, while recovering, we have the three options here. Recover the database to the most recent state. Most recent state means when was the last successful log backup is available up to, so that status here, that up to that one, full database backup and subsequent backups also it will live here. Recover the database to the point in time. So up to that point in time recovery. So up to 745, we can recover it here. Up to 745, 17 means, so okay. So 1745, 1645, like that, the data we can recover it here. Up to recovery, we can recover the up to that point in time, we can recover it here, right? Up to point in time. From which time? Like suppose I want yesterday's time, then you can put the yesterday's time here. I want today's time at so morning 6 o'clock, it's like morning 6 o'clock I need here. So then we can recover it up to this point in time recovery, we can recover it here, right? So up to here, we can recover the data here. So this is the most recent state. So here system itself, it will check the, so when is the most recent current time, up to current time. So up to that current time, it will check and it will recover the data here. So right, up to this is the point in time recovery. So this is up to database backup. Suppose like you have taken the specific data backup. You have taken the backup on the, so you have taken the backup. In the backup file, you have the data is there. Then you are restoring here. While restoring, while recovering the data, your database will be stopped here. Your data will be stopped here. So I am stopping the data here. So now it is fetching the data backup from the catalog. It is fetching the data. It is fetching the data here. Means, so backup data, it is fetching from the catalog here. Which backup you want to restore, recovery, like that it will ask now. So here you can see complete database backup you have taken up to 745. Okay. So then you are recovering 745. So now 745, you are recovering the data here. Now just click on the OK button, then click on the OK button, just click on the finish. Now the recovery is getting started here. Now recovery is getting started now. So in the backup, we have the data, right? Z training package is there. That during that time only we have taken the backup here now. So now that after the backup we have deleted. So somehow it got deleted. The data got deleted now. Now we want to recover the data now. So we have the backup is there. We have the backup is there. So I'm recovering to up to that backup here. I'm recovering up to that backup. I am recovering here, right? So it got recovering. So recovery is running here. After the recovery, while recovering, your ANaDB will be stopped. So we need to stop the applications. We have to stop the SAP applications always. Then so we can do the this work here.
It will stop automatically, right?
Yeah, automatically it will be restarted. Right? So it's done. Right? So restart completed. Then finally it will say that recovery completed, something like that. You will get the pop-up here. Right? So recovered. Two volumes were recovered. So then close the window. Then go to your tenant database. Just check it out the data whether now data is available in the tenant or not. Just you can check it out here. Go to the content, then you see again data is available here. Data is available. So how it got? It recovered from the your previous backup. It recovered from the your previous backup. It recovered from the your previous backup here. Recovered from the your previous backup here. So that's why we need a backup. Why? Because if you don't have backups, so you suppose if you delete something, we can small things we can create it. If the big number of things, how can we create it? It's not possible, right? So again we need to recover it. So that is what we have recovered this one from the backup. This package we have recovered from the backups. From backup we have recovered this one here. Okay, so that is the main thing here we have here, right? Content catalog. So this is the one, that's why we have recovered here, right? So this is the recovery. So not only here, you can just recovery also, just you can go to and you can recovery not only specific to the backup here. You can also give the timestamp up to the timestamp here. So suppose you want to recover up to 10 minutes back. 10 minutes back, I want to recover. Now 6:24. Now I want to 6:20 or up to 6:14. I want to recover. Means 10 minutes back, I want to recover. Then you can use this one, you can recover the data also here. Now it's like 16:25 as per the system time, yes, timings here. I want to recover back, right? So then it will check 16:14, 14. So 16:14 here. I'm not sure which time zone it is taking. It's the India time zone it is showing, but it's not the India time zone. No, it's saying that India time zone. No, it's not the 6, right? Something wrong with the timelines. So no timelines. 6:14, we have not created anything, right? 6 p.m. So we have not created anything here. So today, this is not the correct one. This is not the correct timestamp. Something wrong. What is the time zone of this one? Then in this case, we will select the India only. Then now India timelines. I think what is the time now? So let me check.
GMT.
Yeah, I think now it's 7:55, right? 7:55 morning hours now. 7:55. So what I can do here, 7:55. So then I can take the 7:45 here. Up to 7:45, I want to restart. So let's see here whether it will take any backup or not. 7:45 India standards means 10 minutes back. 7:55. Now 10 minutes back, I'm recovering the data here. So that is what 10 minutes back. Okay, so that's possible. Minutes back, 1 hour back, 2 hours back, like up to point in time. Like I mean to say point in time recovery. Though backups are not found here. So something wrong with the timelines. So that's the reason. I think it's a GMT plus 1, I guess. GMT plus 1. GMT plus 1. Where is GMT plus 1? GMT, only GMT, you mean to say? The only GMT, it's like 2:15. But here 17, which backup? Okay, that's fine. Timelines, we can adjust it, not a problem. So this is the one. Otherwise, most recent state. So system will decide. System will decide. So when was the last most recent state? Up to that state, system will be recovered here. Up to system will be recovered here. That is the most recent state. So recovery also we have the three types. So up to point in time recovery, then most recent state, then most recent state. So then log backup, it will check the log backups here, then finish. So then it will check the most recent state, point in time recovery, and up to the data backup, up to data backup. You have the data backup is there, up to data backup, it will be recovered. Up to data backup, it will be recovered here. Up to data backup, it will be recovered here. So this is the way we can recover the data here. It is the file system backup or so some other third party backups which are taking same way we can restore the data. Same way we can restore the data as well, right? So see here it is getting recovered. So it will give the timestamp up to what timestamp most recent state. So then it will give the information now.
While backup and restoring, database getting stopped. So do we agree to downtime?
Yes, definitely downtime is required while restoring. Restoring
Okay.
means definitely it's a downtime. So definitely we need to stop the SAP applications. Then we need to perform the this restore activities. We have to perform it. Right? You can see the
Okay.
timestamp here, 7:55 GMT only. I think GMT plus 5:30 here. So up to it's recovered 7:55:02, 7:55:02 here. 7:55 means 4 minutes data. 4 minutes data we lost here. 4 minutes data we lost here today. So 4 minutes data up to this log position, it got restarted here. Okay, up to this one we restart, this got restarted here. So this way we can perform the backup, and it's very simple actually. Just right click on the system DB, then just you can perform the recover or system DB or whatever you are, we can perform it here. So what you can do, you can do the some test cases. So before the backup, delete it, create the data, or create the data, some delete and some configuration changes, you can do it, then restore it, something like that. We can perform some test cases. So that we can check whether the data is coming or not, we can check it out here. Right? So before doing the backup, take the backup with the package, remove the this one, again restore it. Then after that, so first of all, delete the back, this is one, delete this one, take the backup, then create it, again restore it. So like that, you can just do the some test cases so that it will be useful here. Tomorrow, the similar scenario is coming. The people are asking to restore it. So that time, so then we can just restore it here. So just you will get the very hands-on like how just the system database backup and recovery. So we have to initiate from the system database only. Why? Because so the controlling of the all the tenants can be done via system databases only. So we can do it from here only. Okay. That is the main thing here. You should know. Okay. So try to do this one. Try to perform this one. So let's see. Okay. So then tomorrow, once this is completed, then we will discuss about the high availability. High availability. So HA replication modes and high availability here. So that is the one of the important thing, HA configuration. Okay, we have the two databases. Then after that, HANA upgrades. HANA upgrades also we will discuss. So yeah, there's interesting topics are there. Those we will discuss one by one. The main thing is you need to practice. Okay, just go to the
But during the restore, the restart will be coming automatically.
automatically it will take care of all those.
Okay.
Just only thing is, if any SAP applications are running here, you need to stop the SAP application, then perform the restore activity. That's it. Studio will take care of the stopping and starting of the all those things here.
You are selecting like a file inside the system you are storing right now, backup.
Yes.
But that's why it is showing the current path. In
Right,
OS
right.
level, how can we
Yes.
check? If it is a third party means is there
It won't
any
show.
chances to check?
No, it won't show. It won't show anything. Only thing is here we can show like with third party, you can just go to the backup catalog. This is the backup catalog. The catalog, We go
So
to the
it's-
back.
Ravi, if it's kind of third party, then we need to go with the back at right?
Back INT only. It's not the file, back INT.
Okay.
Third party, we can see the back INT, but back INT also, it will show the data here. When it was the
Okay.
completed, all the days related data will be showed here. So back INT, it show like back INT related information, it will show here, back INT related information.
But in general, so what is the best policy? What's the best practice?
Back INT only, back INT.
Back end.
Yeah, why? Because now we don't have any third-party devices. We are
Mm.
using the here. If
It's local backup.
yeah, local backup. If entire my OS is crashed,
Mm.
OS is crashed means entire my data folder, even my backup files also crashed, right? Then how can I recover the data here? It's not possible. So if the backup is in the outside of this entire OS is crashed, then we can ask the operating system team to build the new OS and the new files. Then we can bring back so the data is there in the other devices. Then we can bring back we can restore it. We can restore it to the here. After we can point it again, we can restore it here. So within the system, if you are sure we don't face any issues, then file system backup we can take it out, but it will fully your file systems. It will fully your file systems here. So, but it will fully your file systems here. So, but if you have already better to have the third party devices only outside of your system. I mean to select taking the backup is outside of your current existing environment. We are not sure when this OS crash will happen, hardware failures ever happen. If the hardware failure or OS crash happens, entire your file systems, entire devices where it is storing under the USRSCP it is storing entire. So this is also will be crashed, which means it's not the readable. All the data will be deleted. Then how can we recover our data here? So it's not possible to recover the data. Suppose example, so if you are storing the data in the other outside, then entire outside you are storing the data, your backup is available, entire your data, entire hardware is crashed again, but your OS team is restored, but there is no data. Then, so what we can do using the HANA Studio, then we can recover the data here using the HANA Studio. Then what they will do, they will recover that any database up to that point when it was the backup completed, then recover it here. While recovering, they will check so whether it's a file system data or whatever the data, they will check it out, then they will recover it here. What is the backup? So that they will check it out, then they will recover the data here. They will map to the back INT. Back INT means the back INT policy will map to this one. It will show here what are the backups are available here. Then it will pick up the latest backup and it will restore it to the here. Even if someone asks the foolish question like, so what happens if the data also deleted from here? Then we cannot do anything from here. From here also the data got deleted in the third party devices. Then
they need to have the backup policy.
Definitely they need to have the backup policy. That is also deleted. So we
they need to have the backup policy.
Yeah, we cannot do anything from here also then.
We are supposed to have only on the SAP side, not on the third parties.
Yes. So then when we have to restore it from the production to even product, this is the production situation. So definitely there is a disaster then.
In that backup catalog, we have to check if we have selected third party, you're telling, right?
Yes.
Is there any limit like that we can like removing the things in the backup catalog?
There is
showing
here, there is a retention policy for backup catalog. How many days backup we need to keep in the catalog? How many days backup? 30 days backup, last 30 days, last 1 month. So like last 45 days, last 14 days. So there is a policy, backup policy is there. So as per policy, here it will store the data here. As per policy, it will store the data. Previous backup will be deleted here.
Automatically. No need to do.
Automatically it will delete the data here. Here there is a configuration here, backup configuration here. So as per the configuration, either file backup or so back INT, file backup or back INT here. Here we can limit it here. So which backup? So back INT parameter use the. So here we have to do some configurations here. When we have the back INT means third party tools. some configurations we need to set here. Some configurations we have to select here. So based on that, so we can take the backup here. So log backup also there here. Not only data backup, log backup also there, but log backup will happen every 15 minutes once. There is a logs will be generated, log backup, data backup and log backup. So log backups will happen every 15 minutes once. So every 15 minutes once, all the logs, this is the logs changes about the data. These logs will be backed up here. See here, log backup, log backup, log backup. So this will be backed up. You don't need to do anything here. Automatically, this will be so backed up here. The log backups here.
Because it is configured like that.
Yeah, it's a system by default one. So system will take care of this one here. So by default, 15 minutes, every 15 minutes interval, your automatically your logs will be backed up here. But first of all, log backup also full data backup is required here. So data backup is the very important thing here. So here, so just to, as per configuration, we can do it. So as per configuration, we can move the backups to the third party so location here. Then third party location itself. So retention policy here. So we don't need last 30 days backup, 30, 40 days backup, right? Retention period, retention 30 days we can keep it. Then remaining data we can delete it here. Based on that, it will be cleaned up from here also here, right? So here it is showing means definitely the backup is available in the storage level here. Here we can see instead of file, back int will come here. So then this path also, the location also will change it to the back int location. So all those things will be changed here. Okay.